Back here in the Georgia Dome, 30,000 fans strong. They're deciding the women's individual all-around gold, silver, and bronze medals. And the Americans are doing quite well. Did I say quite? Dominique Dawes is in the lead after 2 rotations. There's Kelly Hill, her coach, who has been her coach since the very beginning. Shannon Miller is tied for 2nd place. So a terrific showing at this point in time by the Americans. Dominique Moceanu, off of a rough beam routine, is back in 15th place. So a look at the standings. Dawes, Miller tied for 2nd, Mo Huilan, and Podkapayeva. Standings after 2 rotations of 4. Dominique Dawes in 1st, Miller in 2nd, and Dominique Moceanu is back in 15th place. So Dawes is our leader. No weights. This is our leader. President Bill Clinton, his wife Hillary. He on Tuesday, actually it was yesterday after Tuesday's performance, called Carrie Strug and wished her congratulations. And then after watching a tape on the airplane said, I better get to Georgia and watch this gymnastics because it's hot and anything can happen. So here he is with, I might add, a great seat to see our other leader, Dominique Dawes.
Not at all surprised that Dawes is doing so well. She had the 2nd highest optional score in team competition, and you know something, she's on her last 2 very strong events. She can post some big scores.
Floor exercise is next for her. Shannon Miller. 4 years ago, she missed Olympic gold by the most narrowest of margins. Right now, she is tied for 2nd place behind Dominique Dawes. Mo Huilan, China's brightest star, is going to be on beam while Shannon is on floor. And it has been horrible for some of the other gymnasts to compete while the Americans are competing. We did not see this in Barcelona because for gymnastics anyway, it was sort of a neutral country.
Well, let me tell you something about the floor exercise and Shannon Miller. She's one tough competitor, but this opening tumbling pass is her major concern. Remember, in the team competition, she took a 2/10 deduction, almost put her hands down. Steve Nuno moments ago was saying, be aggressive, go bigger, go higher, and he's talking about this first tumbling run.
Miller is ready.
The same thing that she did in the team optionals.
She stepped out of bounds, John. Stepped out of bounds. That's an additional 10th deduction. This is not the routine they were looking for.
There were 2 other mistakes that they could have taken some deductions on, and most likely will.
Okay.
She knows it.
Had that step out. Did you see it? Did you see it? Okay, just leaned it back a little bit. All right? You wind it? Okay. All right. There was a little bit of double layout in the beginning. They had a little trouble on every pass. Just a little slow. We're really going to have to get going on ball. Okay? All right. Take a rest now. All right? Okay. Get your breath. Get your breath here. Okay, you all right? Okay. All right, get your breath. All right, let's go.
While Shannon was on floor, China's Mo Huilan was on balance beam.
Well, Mo Huilan at the 1995 World Championships in Sabai started on this apparatus. She was one of the favorites to win the all-around gold, but she fell on her dismount. Her dismount has been her nemesis on this balance beam routine.
Prior to this, Dawes, Krejcikova, Miller, Mo Huilan, all the way down through 6th and 7th place. No more than 1.5 tenths away from each other, Tim.
Very, very tight race at this point in time.
That 9.475 will drop Shannon. We'll have to see how far it pushes her down.
One of her key tumbling skills right here. Watch how high she takes this. Yan Yan, who is Li Ning's wife, was telling me the other day that this can be a mental block for her. When the routine goes so right, she is so afraid of this right now. Oh.
That was a huge step, but she's still got a score of 9.80.
Yeah, I don't, I really don't understand that.
Yeah, that's very high.
That was a big deduction.
Hey, you all right? Stop crying. There's people everywhere. Stop crying. Just suck it up. Let's go, okay? All right? You got one more? You got ball to go. That was a tough step out.
Shannon Miller, her score from floor, 9.475. That may take her, will take her rather, way down in the standings. A sad time for her. Dominique Dawes will be up on floor next. She stands in first place in her second Olympic Games. On floor exercise, you've heard me say this before, but if it ended right here, she would win a gold medal in the individual all-around. She has 2 more routines to go.
Not at all surprised that she's in this position. She had the second highest all-around score in the team optionals behind Romania's Simona Amanar.
And these are 2 great events coming up floor and vaulting later. Strong events for her.
Shannon Miller can only sit stunned after what happened to her. Knocked herself well out of second place. We'll keep you updated on her position. But for now, here is Dawes.
Unreal, John. That is a huge deduction right there.
on, Dominica. Dominichka, stop. You can. Just hang in. Take a deep breath and clear it out. Take a deep breath.
Go ahead, Dom.
Remains to be seen what the judges will do with that mistake. But Dawes knows it was huge.